Welcome back to the O Hockey Show, and today we are talking about the Dallas Stars and how they have waved the white flag and have surrendered to the Golden Knights as Vegas just blows them out of the water 4-0 in what wasn't really a blowout game, because usually in a blowout game, if it's like 6-1 in the regular season, you would think the other team's just so fast and so killer and just all over the place, physical, shutting everything down. But no, that's not what this game was. This game was just the Dallas Stars just giving up, and it was sad. This was a sad loss to watch, because it was just self-destruction. That's what this was. This was the Dallas Stars being an exhausted, tired team who just seems out of energy. It feels like they've run out of motivation. They've gone cold, and it's just sad to watch, because this series that they've gone through against Minnesota was one of the best series I've ever watched. It's so physical and so back and forth, like anyone could have won. They survived that one, move on. Such a fast-paced series against the Seattle Kraken. That one was amazing to watch too. And now here against Vegas, I don't really feel like they've met their match this entire series. Yes, Vegas is they're big and strong. They shut everything down. They're very good defensively. They've got a good goaltender in net. But regardless of all that, it just felt like Dallas didn't have anything going for them. The start of this series, I don't know what it was. It didn't feel like Vegas was dominating them, because they just weren't. It just felt like Dallas, since game one, has been out of it, and then this game just being down 2-0, going home, and Vegas getting the opening goal, and that Jamie Benn stuff, and then that 5-minute power play. It just really drowned them out. And Vegas wasn't amazing or anything. They were good. Yeah, they were good, but they weren't spectacular. That's not why they won 4-0 tonight. They win 4-0 because they just weren't garbage like the Dallas Stars were. Dallas just they were doing nothing right. There was no intensity, there was no fight, there was no passion, there was no just looked like they were out there at a skate. It looked like they were at practice the night after they lost 5-0. If you've ever played hockey or even any sport, I guess, and you had a blowout and you have to go to practice after having a bad game, and you know your coach is going to be mean to you at practice, that's how this felt. But it was weird because it was a game, and that's what it felt like. It felt like they didn't want to be there anymore. They just looked out of it, and Vegas, they just rolled on. The goals they scored were good goals, but they weren't like they had to fight for them or anything. Their goals weren't anything special. They just did the right thing and scored. And they scored the 3 goals in the first period, 1 in the second, none in the third. And the 3 goals in the first weren't the opening goal, then 2 goals on the 5-minute power play. After that, nothing for the rest of the 13 minutes that were left, and then 1 goal in the entire 20 of the second, none in the 20 of the third. So Vegas, not anything spectacular, but they didn't need to be. They didn't need to push the pace. They were just They were just doing their job. They were we've already won. We can tell this team's given up. They're absolutely abysmal out here. We don't got to try anything. And the way I can sum it down is Vegas is just practicing right now. They're preparing for the finals, and they are having practices night in and night out. They have practice on Monday, and then Tuesday, yesterday, at nighttime, they get to put what they've learned from practice in motion in a game, and then they get to go to practice again, do it for game 4, knock them out, and play Florida in the finals. That's what it feels like. It feels like they're just out there just getting a good practice on, getting the breakouts in, getting guys like Barbashev stepping up, they're just getting their reps in before the finals, because they're getting good work in, good for them. They're getting free training out there against a professional team. That's the best way I could put it. So just that's the way it felt, and that's how this series has felt so far. Is Vegas hasn't really needed to worry about. I know the first 2 games went to overtime, but Dallas didn't really deserve to be there. Vegas was all over them the first 2 games, but not incredibly over them. And this game, Dallas waving the white flag, and that's the best way I can put it. What else is there to say? Dallas had nothing. Anything you want to say that my main thing for a team to win in the playoffs is they need to have intensity, they need a passion, they need grit, they need to just be determined. And this team just looked every opposite word of that. They looked lazy, they looked dull, they looked unenergetic, they looked unexcited, they looked like they don't care anymore. They've run out of it in motivation. This is a team that has given up, and it's sad to see because this team has been so far, excuse me, so far have been spectacular in the playoffs. And to see them just give up is just really sad because it just is. Like, you want these series to be interesting. At least with Carolina and Florida, you could understand why maybe Carolina would finally give up because they've been the better team. In going into Game 4 tonight, I would not be surprised if they were like, oh my god, whatever. Because they've been the better team, and they have gotten to this point. Dallas, they've been fighting and losing. It's just sad. It's sad to see they've given up, and Vegas will go on to the finals for the second time in the 6 years they've existed, which is very interesting. I think going up against Florida or Carolina, if Carolina could find a way to win 4 games in a row, I like their odds, sort of. I think if they can do what they've done against Dallas, they could win. If they can get that shutdown hockey out there, use their big D men and those front guys, especially their front guys in Marchessault and Riley Smith and Carlson, and especially Stone and Eichel. As long as those guys, Stone and Eichel have been good regardless, but if they can get these secondary guys, sort of secondary, in Marchessault, Carlson, and Smith going, then I think they'll be fine. Stevenson as well. Stevenson has gone cold lately. I know he got the game winner of the OT, but he's been kind of lackluster in my eyes, just the eye test. So if they can get those guys going and getting some goals in against Florida or Carolina, I think they'll be fine. But if they can't get that shutdown hockey that they've had against Dallas, I think they might be screwed. I know they survived Edmonton, but Edmonton's only really got 2 guys kicking right now. The rest of the team just really looked bland out there. If with Florida, how good everyone is, and Carolina, how good that whole team is as well, if they can shut every single one of their 18 skaters down, then yes, I could see Vegas winning the cup. But if they can't do that, then I think they're pretty screwed because Vegas does not have the firepower to I mean, they do, but they don't have the firepower to compete with especially with Florida and Bobrovsky, what they're doing over there. But otherwise, this series is over. It's a sad sight to see a great team with great players look so good and just kiss everything away. And they are going to sail into the sunset and die on the golf course. So that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching this. If you've made it this far, you might as well, and I'm begging you, please pick up your free subscription, please. And until next time, too sweet, have an amazing day, and ta-ta for now.